Welcome guys, this is Ola from Stop Me O channel. Today we are discussing two projects that Dontnod is currently working on. Both are supposed to be out this year, and I sort of wanted to discuss what we know so far and sort of gather all the information and discuss it, because I know that everyone's really excited about these projects. Every single Life is Strange fan is always eager to play Dontnod games or Deck9 games. We know that Deck9 is working with Square Enix on a new title as well. So the games that we're discussing today are called Tell Me Why and Twin Mirror. We're gonna discuss Tell Me Why a bit more. There's more to talk about. Twin Mirror has been sort of secretive, so there's not much to tell, but they have been somewhat active lately on Twitter. Let me briefly remind you, they announced that game in 2018. There was an announcement trailer. I don't know why, but then they sort of postponed the release date, and now it's supposed to be out this year, 2020, so soon. We only have a couple of months left of that year. I'm not really certain if the coronavirus situation would sort of influence their plans, but yeah, let's start with saying that Twin Mirror is an upcoming episodic adventure game developed by Dontnod and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. So not by Square Enix, it's a totally different publisher. Players control the investigative journalist Sam, who has returned to his hometown of Basswood, West Virginia. The environment is interactive and its objects are obtainable. Whom Sam speaks to is optional, and based on the state of his investigation, there are multiple endings to unlock. Players navigate between the real world and Sam's mind powers to discover clues. Sam's inner voice, the double, may aid or harm the investigation. So they released a couple of GIF files, sort of short movies on Twitter that you can see right now. They're pretty cool, pretty interesting. They do seem kind of grim and kind of dark-ish, but I'm really excited about that game. First of all, because we'll be playing as an adult protagonist. There will be an investigation, and I love that sort of stuff, so that's very exciting. It has that Twin Peaks and X-Files sort of a vibe, which is also very exciting. And I heard that there won't be any supernatural elements involved, so unlike previous Dontnod titles, there won't be any superpowers or anything like that. This is not some sort of a new Life is Strange game. It's a totally different title, and a separate studio was working on it. Well, the same studio, but a different group of senior developers. So a couple of days ago, they posted the tweet saying that, "Hello everyone, it's been a while, we're so excited, the whole team is working hard on Twin Mirror and we are now ready to tell you more about the game, stay tuned." Then they posted a couple of screenshots. Nestled in the hills of West Virginia, this charming American town plays host to the story of Twin Mirror. Sam's changed a lot since his last appearance, come back tomorrow to discover his new look. And then they sort of posted this new face of Sam. I don't really remember his old face, so I can't really tell if it's that different, but it looks really nice. I think I like this new look better, even though I don't really remember the old one. Every step he takes through Basswood forces Sam to confront his past. I think it will also be an episodic game, so I'm really looking forward to playing this, and of course I will be playing this on my channel. Now that's about it when it comes to Twin Mirror. Let's move on to the project I actually want to discuss, a project that I've been so crazy about these past couple of months, and that's called Tell Me Why. Now before we do that, I want to briefly shout out my patrons. Thank you so much for your help, Robert, John, Noel, Anirine, Samuel, and all the other patrons, as well as every single person that sort of PayPal'd me on my birthday. Thank you also for all the birthday wishes, that was really nice and really made my day. Now Tell Me Why. Tell Me Why is an upcoming adventure game from Dontnod Entertainment published by Xbox Game Studios. Now here's the difference, Twin Mirror will be available on PlayStation 4, Xbox, as well as Microsoft. Tell Me Why won't be available on PlayStation 4, so only on Xbox and Microsoft. The game is centered on twins, Allison and Tyler, who travel to their childhood home in Alaska and must come to terms with events from their childhood, particularly for Tyler, as he transitioned to male since then. The story involves how their childhood situation influenced Tyler's development and effects on their mother. Dontnod stated that Tyler is the first transgender playable character from any major studio, and they had worked with GLAD to make him an authentic representation for the trans experience. So basically these twins, Tyler and Allison, go back to their hometown in Alaska. Now that the Alaska setting, that itself is very exciting. You can follow their Twitter account, and they've been posting GIF files, the short movies, clips, and they're beautiful. It's looking great. Tell Me Why is set in rural Alaska, a region that's home to many indigenous communities. We commissioned Huna Tlingit artisans to design several objects that will appear in the game. No matter how many times she takes the ferry, Allison always spots something new. Tyler always sets aside some time to take in these mountain views. Having trouble sorting through your thoughts, try writing them down. Now, I already recorded my reaction to the trailer itself and I will link that so you can check it out. I discussed the fact that it's very exciting that there will be a major transgender protagonist in a title that's big, published by a big studio as well. Obviously, there will be some people that won't really like it as much. I had some people claiming in the comments that they would prefer to have a choice and stuff. I don't know, it's always like that. Anytime a minority takes the place of a majority, sort of, there are always people complaining and there are always people hating on that. Now, I wanted to say that I'm very excited to be playing as both of them. This is not only a game about Tyler and his transgender experience, sort of. This is a game about both of them. We'll be playing as both Tyler and Allison. Now, there's a Tell Me Why Discord server. Very nice place. I highly encourage for you to join. I'm gonna leave the invitation down below, I think, if that's possible. By the way, I also started a new server, a Discord server. I deleted my own one because I didn't really like it as much, and I started a new one which is a much more positive place. So if you'd like to join, I will also leave the invitation down below. On that server, there's a Ask Us Anything thingy going on. People have been asking questions and there's a community manager there, a very kind person, very cool person. So thanks to that, we are able to find out more. The game is supposed to be out sometime this summer, and that's for certain. We know for a fact that it won't be delayed because of the pandemic situation. Now let's have a brief look at some of the questions and some of the answers that were provided on that server. Is there an in-game collectible system in Tell Me Why? So apparently there is one. We will be collecting goblins because Tyler and Allison were reading this book as kids called A Book of Goblins. And they look really adorable if you have a look. Now, their last name is Ronan, Tyler Ronan and Allison Ronan. And someone asked about their hobbies. So Tyler is an outdoorsman. He'd like to be a park ranger. He likes hiking and fishing naturally. Allison is more of an artistic type of a person. Here's an interesting question. What does the title mean? Tell Me Why. And the game's director replied to that. Tell Me Why is a story about memories and secrets. As the twins delve deeper into their shared past, the title is meant to evoke a need for information and connection. Floro noted that Don't Not narrative director wanted the title to reflect the core essence of the game's story, a journey of understanding. I think in that aspect it's actually similar to Twin Mirror, as Sam is also going back to his hometown, also trying to face his demons from the past. There was also a question about the chapters, and apparently if you're a completionist, if you like to explore a lot, and I know some people that explore like crazy, there is a possibility to do that, and chapter 1 might even take a couple of hours to properly explore. Apparently the twins will also get several outfits, so they won't just be wearing the very same clothes from the trailer. There will be some Easter eggs connecting the game to different Don't Not titles. Now that's very exciting. Could we see some sort of a Life is Strange Easter egg? That would be cool. That would be so cool. You will be also able to play as both Tyler and Allison, but there's a feature called the Bond. So it's like you will be able to tell another person's emotions, and you will be able to tell what your twin is feeling at the moment. That looks pretty interesting. We know the twins invented their own board game as kids. Now the town itself, the town is called Delos Crossing, and here's a bunch of interesting information about that. The name of the town, Delos Crossing, was indeed created as a reference to the island of Delos where the twin gods Apollo and Artemis were supposedly born. To speculate about the symbolic meaning of that fact, that is left to each player's investigating mind. The game will cost $29.99. Both the twins are 21 years old, born in 1994. I also know that the culture of that place, the city itself, the village itself will be quite important. There's a Huna Tlingit culture out there. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But I know it was very important to them to actually be true to that culture and portray it nicely. They even reached out to this foundation. Like I mentioned before, the game is set in the rural southeast region of Alaska. There's many communities living there next to each other, so they're going to respect that in the game. Yeah, so that's some of the things that we were able to find out based on that server, the Tell Me Why server that I once again recommend, as well as my own server. I think it's looking great, and any Life is Strange fan or any story-driven fan for that matter will be able to enjoy it. Will be able to enjoy this story. Obviously, I will be playing that game on my channel. We don't know when it's out yet, but I'm certain soon, because it's almost summertime and it's supposed to be out around summer. If I had to guess, I'd probably say that August, but we don't really know when Twin Mirror will be out. I guess that's it for today. I guess this is what I wanted to discuss today. I hope you find both these titles interesting. I will play both these games for certain, and on my channel. They're looking great, and as much as I'd love to go back to the Life is Strange world, I'm still very eager to see what else is there when it comes to that studio. Apparently they're starting some new branch in Montreal, and there will be like a separate Dontnod team out there for whatever reason, but that's what I heard the other day, so we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Please do remember to check out my social media links down below, and I'll see you guys soon. Stay safe. This was Ola from Stop Me O channel. Bye.